What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with another Alphabet Series video. We got an online ranked match versus a random opponent. We have the Boston College Eagles, and we're going up against the Air Force. Yes, the Air Force Falcons, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's the Air Force Falcons. I couldn't believe it myself. I'm like, man, somebody actually picked the Air Force. That's not me. Interesting. This guy must have played for the Air Force or went to the Air Force or something. Whatever it is, he's here now, and I'm still in a bit of disbelief. We are 6-7 in this series. 6-7. We got to make it 7-7, man. So we got a bit of an advantage. I think for maybe the first time ever on this game, on this series at least, we have an advantage. They say that the Air Force is a tier 2 team. I think they're a tier 3 team masquerading as a tier 2 team on the game, in my personal opinion. I think this is clearly a tier 3 team. As you can see, our opponent's getting down the field. And I'm looking at how he's getting down the field, and I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe this is how I should have played with the Air Force. With the wishbone, flex bone, neck bone, whatever it's called. Plays just like read options and stuff like that. And because he's getting down the field, but 4th and 6, we end up stopping him right there. Not sure why he didn't take the field goal. I guess he figured since he got some yards earlier from that play, he figured it would work. But I turn the burn, let's see what we can do. Let's talk about college. I'm sorry, Boston College. Now, first thing I'm going to say, this offensive line is horrible. Running back's a little slow. He's not bad, a little slow. Versus like a tier 1 team, he would have some problems. He would have to pass the ball with Boston College. But we get a beautiful run right here. It's your boy. Yes, sir. We get the first points of the contest. This dude was sending some heat, man. The heat he was sending was crazy. As he forced him to fumble right here, but we don't recover. He was sending mad pressure, man. So to get out of that pocket and able to score right there, that was nice. As he fumbles right here again, but he ends up recovering this one. Yeah, man, the fumble recoveries in this game is maybe the most challenging thing. I'm kidding, but man, it's sometimes hard really to recover fumbles. We get the pick right here. But one of the good things I'll say about Boston College is their quarterback. Their quarterback is pretty good. It's hard to say whether the defense is good or not, because we're going up against the Air Force, so that's a little bit hard to say. But at the same time, we're doing a good job so far. He hasn't scored any points. We got 7. We got to find a way to, continue to shut him down, force us to punt on that last drive. Does a play action fake, sort of, toss fake, goes to the right. Throws on the run a little bit when he kind of was throwing on the run. It looked like a slight throw on the run. I said, that's not going to work. Not with that guy. Now, I know that quarterback. I said, that's not going to work with him. I was going to work with him. We kick a deep field goal, 49-yard banger. I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me. Halftime. So we're up 10-0 at halftime. And, shout out to our opponent, man, for still being in the game. And on top of that, holding us to only 10. Now, granted, this is a Boston College team I've never played with. And their playbook is okay. Probably one of the better playbooks I've played with so far as in probably the exception of Alabama, as far as like in this series, as we score right here, making score 17-0. But at the same time, the playbook is not that great though. I haven't really found a playbook that I really like. So it is a problem. Well, not necessarily a problem. It makes it more challenging. Yeah, it makes it more challenging. But at the same time, we love that challenge at the same time. We go to the left hand side right there, but a good catch by our tight end. Over the middle, we end up getting stopped on 3rd and 1. 4th and 1, we decided to throw it, go over the middle to the tight end again. Tight end, man, he was making some big plays. He's got a touchdown earlier. A couple catches on this drive, man. He did a pretty good job. Got a catch right here. So I'm not sure if this is one of the better receivers on the team, but he did get some good routes. So, I was throwing the routes. Told him to get some good one. Another run by the quarterback there. And, we're in the driver's seat, man. 24-0. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. You got to know we're not losing this one, man. You got to know you got a better chance of hitting, throwing a rock at Jupiter and hitting it before we lose this game. And we go over the middle right there on like the 3rd and 17 or something like that. The 4th and 17, one of the two. Reverse handoff, touch pass, something I don't normally ever do, but wanted to try it since, people do it on me and it's pretty successful. So I guess it'd be successful against the Air Force. I was right. We got 31 points. Right here, he does a wild toss because there was like 2 defenders right there. But I say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let him score. Normally I would chase him down, but I said, man, you know what, man, it's got to stay in the game this long. I got to give him some props on that, man. Just to stay in the game that long. I mean, letting him score at 1 point, isn't the end of the world. But we do get a fumble right here. And I was like, do I take this back or not? It's 2 point conversion. I said, man, I'll just run it, man. If he catch, I'll just do it for the content. If he catch me, he catch me. He ended up catching me right there, man. Shout out to our opponent, man. We ended up beating him 31-6. And we go 7-7 on the series, man. I'll take it. 7-7. I'll take that all day, all night, and all evening because we got the win. So Castellanos, that's the quarterback's name, Castellanos. I know I probably butchered that. If you listen, Thomas, I'm sorry, man. But just trying to figure out how to pronounce your name, man. But shout out to our opponent one more time, man. 7-7. And I know it feels good. It feels good to get a win. I think we got 2 wins in a row. I think we just 5-7. Couldn't believe we was going up against the Air Force. I'm like, man, somebody actually really picked them. I didn't think this would happen in this series. So we got to get these type of wins when we can. Hopefully the rest of the series is like that. No, I'm kidding, man. 7 for 13 with Thomas. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that's the thing, man. That's the thing that was actually paramount. I know it might sound wild, but you got to remember he was in the game for most of the game. So 2 interceptions or 2, fumble recoveries, man. This could be a totally different game, man. So stuff you got to watch out for. This is your boy Launchpad 1412. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out.